From McKeon Park in Hyannis, welcome to a cross-division matchup on 4th of July weekend between the Hyannis Harbor Hawks and the Orleans Firebirds. The Harbor Hawks took the first game between these two in an offensive thriller that ended 11-8 in Orleans. The Harbor Hawks and Firebirds coming up on Cape League TV. Hello and happy Saturday, everybody. Alongside Max Schwartzberg and Giovanni Collada, I'm Graham Nash. Max, over its last 5 games, Hyannis has taken on the 3 best pitching teams in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and as a result, its batting has really taken a dip. So we welcome you into the broadcast booth. Alongside Giovanni Collada and Max Schwartzberg, I'm Graham Nash. Max, the last time that these two teams faced off, it was a very close 3-1 ball game that Hyannis pulled out, but they were the best batting team in the Cape Cod Baseball League then. They're the best batting team in the Cape Cod Baseball League now, so it's going to come down to the pitching for Katuitt. Hello, everyone. Graham Nash, Charlie Harris. We'll be hearing from Liv Clements on the sideline in just a moment. Let's move to the hosts, the Indiana Hoosiers, 11th ranked nationally. They have some serious firepower that they are bringing to the pool this season. So that's 2 now with 4 fouls for Indiana in Meister and Striplin. Both of the bigs, so they're going with Faith Wiseman, who saw some action in that first quarter, 0 for 1 from the field. This is only her 11th game played this season. She's going to have to lock down Atute down low. At the free throw line, it's Rambis. She gets it down low to Atute. There's the matchup. Back out, Rambis. Free throw line jumper rattles in. Oregon only trails by 6 now. It's 48-42 with 4:15 left in the third quarter. Chesky on the right wing for the Hoosiers, gets it to Parrish, top of the key, and then Garzone on the left wing. Garzone finds Wiseman 21 feet from the cup straight away. She tries to find the cutter in Garzone, but leads her a little too far, and it's an incomplete pass that goes out of bounds. Will be Oregon basketball.
That's a loss of down right there for Indiana, but no, that's just a miscommunication. Now Oregon within 6. I'd like to see Oregon put Filipina Che back in the game to really just go after Faith Wiseman, an inexperienced post player.
Indiana had about 6 fewer turnovers than Oregon after that first quarter, and now only 1 fewer than Oregon in the third. Peyton Scott fires from the right wing. It's not good, and it comes down for Lexus Bargesser. Bargesser up ahead to Moore McNeil on the left wing. Moore McNeil scanning, knifes her way into the lane, gets trapped, kicks it out to Bargesser on the left wing. Bargesser drives right block, layup, gets fouled, the bucket doesn't go. And that goes on number 25, Deja Kelly. Andrew, that is her 3rd foul. Yet another in foul trouble in this ballgame.
Yeah, say what you want about it, and Kelly, that's the biggest problem for Oregon. She's got to really be careful, but Bargesser's so good at drawing contact with the long arms. When she goes up, it's often that she's going to swipe into a defender's arms and draw contact. She almost made that shot as well.
Well, there is a substitution for Oregon, but Kelly is not the one coming off the floor. It is Peyton Scott as Bargesser cashes in on the first free throw, a 57% free throw shooter this season, but she finished really strong with 7 points against Purdue, 5 for 5 from the free throw line in that ball game. And she makes both.
Well, she's revamped her jump shot form completely from this year to last year.
Kelly across the timeline from right to left for Oregon. Finds Falatea on the left wing. She did not start in this second half. On the right wing, it's Kelly. She's got 3 fouls. 21-footer is pure.
No hesitation to pull up and pop one up and just drain it. A beautiful shot.
Chesky gets in the lane for Indiana. Kick out. Parrish, right wing, triple, bullseye! A big 3 for Sydney Parrish and the Hoosiers. She's got 8 points, only 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Kelly on the other end for Oregon. Gets in the lane and off the ball foul. And that goes on Atute of Oregon. It's going to be Indiana basketball, and Terry Morin is loving it.
Now she likes the physicality. Maybe it's just because the calls are going her way. Who knows? But in Indiana playing with a fire lit under them right now for sure.
Bargesser is going to take it from left to right for the Hoosiers, who lead 53-44, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. On the right wing, Moore McNeil gets the basketball, loops around to the left elbow, kick out Parrish, top of the key, drives. One more pass to Bargesser in the corner. Bargesser drives to the free throw line, gets past her defender, but it got tipped by Falatea, and she gets the rebound off the backboard. Up ahead, Kelly on the right wing, gets it down low to Atute. She's been ballin', and she goes through contact. There's a foul, and now called a travel.
Yeah, they swapped the call, and I think that is the right call.
Traveling violation.
And Oregon in disbelief as Atute went crashing to the floor. But they say that she traveled first, so it's Indiana basketball yet again.
I'd love to see a replay, but I think that is the correct call.
Still 53-44 Indiana, 2.5 on the dot left to play in the third quarter. Top of the key, it's Bargesser. She goes left on a screen, hands it off for Chesky on the wing. Chesky loops around in the right lane, gets blocked underneath, and Rambis keeps it alive. Indiana takes it away. Moore McNeil lines up a triple. She can't hit. A rebound for Atute of Oregon. Atute stops at the logo, and she traveled again.
Traveling violation.
Schaffner going all the way back to his last appearance, which was when he suffered the injury at Falmouth on the 24th of June. He's got a 3-game on-base streak going. No hits over his last 2 games, 0 for his last 4. Now make it 0 for his last 6. Ground ball, Iquez makes it 0 for his last 7.
And even when, Graham, he has failed to get on base, doesn't strike out a ton. It's ground ball contact, fly out contact, and sometimes some overzealous swings from Jay Schaffner. But he's been driving the ball very well since returning.
Jackson Willits 1 for 1 on the day. Despite 3 plate appearances, he got hit by a pitch in the first inning, drew a walk back in the 4th. Makes contact with the first pitch in right center field, and that's the second base hit of the ball game for Jackson Willits.
Feels like he's in a groove, Graham. This piece of hitting indicative of just that. Jumps on the first ball, breaking ball in the outer corner. Tip of the bat, some real strength from Jackson Willits to deposit it in the right center field alley. And we mentioned this before the game, but if he's, his walks are a bit down, but if he's swinging the bat like this and has the discipline at the plate that we've seen from him so far this year, look out.
Andrew Williamson takes a ball. Williamson 3 for 3. He's a triple away from the cycle. 2-run blast back in the third. Gave Hyannis an early lead. It was a 5-run third inning, featuring another home run from catcher Brody Briggs. Check over at the runner, and Willits is well safe.
We've seen 1 triple at McKeon Park so far this year. Oddly enough, Gabe Camacho's got a triple here at home and on the road. Deposits one into that left field corner if my memory serves. That's probably the only spot on either side that you'd be able to get triple distance.
Second check on Willits. Williamson had a team-best 4 triples at UCF in 2025. Went along with a team-best 13 home runs and 53 RBIs. And he doesn't just have power. He's got a phenomenal eye. 34 walks for UCF this last season. Was also best on the team. Had a team-high 448 on-base percentage with a second-best 352 batting average. He shows bunt, but takes a strike. Through 14 games at UCF this past season, he had a 400 flat average with 20 RBIs, 5 home runs, and 6 doubles. Through 14 games with Hyannis, a lower 2.22 average with 8 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. The 1-2. Taken strike 3. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Willits still over at first base.
What a at-bat, or rather, what a count for Cole Schreiber. With the hottest hitter in the high end of the order, Andrew Williamson, at the plate. That convolutes pitch decisions, towards the center with the zone. Anywhere he can drive with a power-hitting lefty, he works it beautifully there for the K.
Check over at Willits again. The third time that Schreiber has checked on Willits since he hit a single. Ray Velasquez up to the plate, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a sacrifice fly. He also popped out to first baseman O'Shaughnessy his first time up in the first. Rips the second pitch. It gets by the pitcher, but cleaned up by Luke Nixon.